What's up everybody, welcome to another video. My name is Tom and today I want to talk about some simple ways how you can actually utilize your iPhone or any other smartphone in your filmmaking process. But first, let's roll the intro. So when I recently got myself a new iPhone, I thought about some ways how I can integrate this smartphone into my filmmaking process. And I want to talk about some ways I found very useful for myself, and maybe you can adapt some of them. So the first one is probably the most obvious one, which is actually shooting video. And in my opinion, the built-in camera app is actually pretty good. I mean, you don't have any control over the shutter speed or something like that, but you can at least go to the general settings of the camera and choose between several frame rates and resolutions, which is pretty good and pretty useful. There are also a lot of third-party camera apps like ProMovie, where you have a lot more control about your camera settings. Like you can change the shutter speed, you can change the resolution, the quality. You have an exposure log. I mean, this is pretty useful. This app is free in general, but it costs you around $3 to $4 to actually unlock the app and get rid of this watermark. So for me, this is one of the more affordable apps for filmmaking on the iPhone. There are a lot more which are pretty expensive, like Filmic, which is around $20, but is supposed to be the best video camera app for the iPhone. And I'm gonna try this out soon, and I'm probably gonna make a video or a tutorial for this. So stay tuned, subscribe to the channel if you're interested in the Filmic app for iPhone. Besides using your iPhone as your first camera, you can also use it as a secondary camera, like this one, where you catch some different angles, maybe get some close-ups, some B-roll. This can be pretty useful since most of the time you're gonna have your smartphone with you on set, so why not use it for actually filmmaking? The next thing how you can utilize your phone for filmmaking is actually pretty interesting, because if you have a camera with a Wi-Fi connector built in, you can actually connect your camera to your smartphone and use it as some kind of live view monitor. Like with the Panasonic app, you have full control over your camera. You can change the ISO, the white balance, the shutter speed, you can change everything. And if you get yourself a hot shoe camera mount, you could even mount your smartphone on top of your camera and really use it as a monitor. There are also a few more third-party apps like File Monitor, which can turn your full screen into a camera monitor with histograms, with grids, with everything you would want from a monitor. The only downside to this app is the price, which is around $20, which is in my opinion pretty expensive for just a monitoring app. But maybe I'm gonna give this one a try and I'll let you know and maybe make a tutorial on this app too. So stay tuned to this channel if you're interested in this. Another app I really like to use is Sunfollower, where you can manually dial in a location and it shows you on the map where the sun is going to be on a specific time of the day, or even at a specific day of the year. This is really useful, like when you're location scouting and let's say you want to shoot something in front of this building here, and now you can see when the sun is coming through this street. Also, when you're on location, you can have a live view of the position of the sun right in the sky. And this is actually pretty useful too. I really love this feature. There are a lot more apps out there who can monitor the sun, but I found Sunfollower the most useful and the least expensive one with around $2 or $3. And if you want to try out one of the apps, I've put links to all of the apps in the description below. So the last way how you can utilize your iPhone is a little bit different, but nevertheless it's pretty useful. So what I did for a long time already is to use Evernote to make lists and sketches for like all of my projects, for YouTube videos, for documentaries, for product videos. I use it for everything. Because since I have my smartphone with me all the time, I can easily type in some ideas I have or some things I want to change, and the iPhone app will directly sync to my Mac app, and this makes this whole note workflow for me so easy that I really love to use Evernote. For me, this is one of the most useful apps if you're a filmmaker, if you're a photographer, if you are doing anything creative. definitely try out Evernote. It's free in the basic version. You can always upgrade for a few bucks, but in my opinion, for just some note stuff, you don't need to upgrade. And the app is just great. So these are 5 ways how I like to use my iPhone in my filmmaking process. I hope you guys found this video a little bit helpful. If you have any further questions, don't hesitate to leave them down in the comments. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.